Well, hello everybody. It's Kelly from Stamping in the She Barn. I didn't even get a chance to check my paper stuff here. I've been throwing together one quick last project. I thought I'm going to just quick do one more for my Make a Card Monday today, and I'll be sharing that with you shortly. But if you are here, please leave a comment so that I know you guys are seeing my live and you can hear me and all that happy stuff. Then I'll get started with a little bit of business first and then into some cards. And I think that's about, and then of course our drawing after that. I'm going to get a little drink of Mountain Dew here quick. I did not get my coffee caffeine in this morning. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just feel like I was getting really tired this afternoon a little bit, but we've been doing some running, had some stuff going on with, we had to have an inspection at our rental property. My grandma had left us, they have a twin home, a side-by-side home, and my grandma had left that to me when she passed away quite a few years ago, and, my daughter and grandsons live in one half, and then we also rent out the other half. So it's kind of a little bit crazy today running around. And then I was out looking for my one grandson. He totaled his car last week. He was in an accident. He's okay, thank goodness for that. But we're kind of car shopping for him. So hopefully we are able to find a car that will work for him. I think he's only got a few more days left of his rental car. So anyhow, I do not see anybody yet, but I'm almost positive I'm live. So I think, let's see, what time is it? It's been a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get started, and hopefully some people will pop on and leave comments so we can get the ball rolling. Let's see, what do I want to start with? Oh, let's start with the August product of the month. So here's the product of the month. It is Designer Series paper. It is called Glow of Harvest. It's a 12 by 12 pack. You get 12 sheets, 2 of each 6 single-sided designs. So they're just printed on one side. I love it because it's fall design. I'm kind of always into that. But to be able to get the product of the month, you can only get one per customer. For each $75 that you spend, you can get the paper for just $5. So if that's something that interests you, you might want to get on there because it is while supplies last. So we never know. Of course, this is just the beginning of August now, so hopefully they'll have plenty in stock. Don't forget about our welcome box. There's that joining special. And with the special, you basically join for $100. You will get a coupon code worth $125. And then when you get that code, you will go in and sign into the demonstrator website. Hi, Chris. Glad you're here. You'll sign into the demonstrator website, and then you'll be able to start ordering. Right now, as a demonstrator, as the bronze level, which is your entry level, you would get a 20% discount on anything. Oh goodness, starting the yawns already. Oh, sorry. 20% discount on anything you order. And of course, your $125 you'll have to spend right away. You'll get a little welcome box with some little gifts in that. Let's see what else. You do have to have a $300 quarterly minimum to stay active as a demonstrator. But when you start, it goes to your first full quarter. So actually we're in one of the quarters right now. So July, August, September is a quarter. And then you'd have till anything you buy August, September, October, November, December. If you make your 300, you'll continue to stay active. If you don't, you have a 1 month grace period to get to your 300. And then I will tell you when the new year starts over in October for Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. They are changing the percentage that we get off on our products, and you will go, instead of the 20%, you will be dropping down to the 15% unless you are a bronze elite or above. I think that's about it. So there is a little bit of changes coming. I guess I would just say if there's something you would really want and want to be getting discounts on, I would go ahead and join now. You're just going to drop 5%. However, if you did $300 in sales, whether you purchased it or you have a card club group or whatever, in 1 month you get an additional 5%, so you'd be right back up to your 20%. Okay, so if you're interested in joining special, please reach out to me and I will be happy to talk more about that to you. Today is the 10th. So in order to get in on the 25% off Paper Pumpkin special, that is for new Paper Pumpkin subscribers or people that have not been subscribers for at least 18 months. You can get the August Kindred Spirit set for 25% off. Now, the regular price is $29, so you get 25% off. But today is the last day for you to be able to get that, and you will get the August kit. And then September is coming out. I guess we can see a little sneak peek of that sometime close to September, I believe. We'll be able to see what this kit is about. And then there's the add-on dies that coordinate with each of those paper pumpkins that come out. I am going to be sharing my Make a Card Monday card. It's kind of a Waterside retreat card. Hi, Julie. Glad you made it. And I'm going to be using some parts from our April Paper Pumpkin, but I did not get a chance to see if there's more refill kits available for that. But there was just an alternate card in there, so I wanted to show you, or I wanted to quick make one of those alternate cards. So that's your Paper Pumpkin special. And then still going on right now through the end of August is 15% off select designer series paper cardstock, and that does include the two-tone cardstock. I will tell you, it has been a huge sale. So there's some of the papers have already gone to currently unavailable, but I know there's a bunch coming in this week and a bunch coming in the week of August 24th. So, excuse me. So keep an eye on that. If there's something you're wanting for paper, by all means, hop on board and get it. You can always, if you get up to that 75, you can get that August product of the month too. So there's that. Now we can still order out of our May through August catalog, but I will tell you, there are quite a few things that did move over to the last chance list. And not only are there some things in this catalog, let me just take a quick peek here. May through August, there's a bit. There's stuff from the January through April catalog that are in there. There are online exclusives that are in there. There's a bunch of kits that are in there. Let's see. I think that's pretty much... Yep, that's pretty much it that's in there. There is a little bit of some of the old Creativity Now class has some of that in there. I do currently have 4 stamp bundles that are on the list, and I will be able to sell them. They make us basically wait until they are gone in the last chance list. Let me just tell you, the ones I have highlighted, I thought I had Greenery Bundle, but I don't. I got Paradise Garden, Fragrant Layers, Forever Florals, and Delicate Whisper Bundle. And I don't have the Oasis. Oh, well, I did have Opulent Oasis, but somebody wanted that, so I put their name on them, so they're gone. Once they're gone, I can actually end up selling it to them. But I have their name on there. And there's some, a lot of ribbons that are going on there. I will tell you, I don't think I have it. Oh, I do have it on here, but you can't see. A lot of items are between 10 and 50% discount. Let's see. So there is quite a few that, and they do still have some on low inventory, but there's quite a few that are up to the 50% discount. Can't get to this last page here very well. But you'll be able to see that. Looks like a lot of 30%, some 50, some 10. So go online and check out Last Chance, because when they're gone, they're gone. And then this is our new catalog. That is, oops, I missed one thing here. This is the 2 new craft kits. This one is called Crafted Bloom Kit. So you can see it's some beautiful flower cards. You make 3 projects, each, one each of the 3 designs. Oh, there's got to be more than just 3 cards in there. Makes 3 projects. What's a little different about this? There's something different. Oh, they're bigger. They're made for handcrafted decor to put in your home, your office. If you remember, we had those easels that you could clip projects to. So this is another one of those kits, the clipboards, there we go, that could go with it. And then the other super fun one is the Witchy Whimsy Hat Kit. I should make sure I'm in the screen here. Halloween ones go over really well, but this is just a super cute Halloween decor type of a kit, and it looks to me like that's an actual witch hat, and then you just decorate it. So should be kind of fun. I know a lot of people that will be getting that because they like to do their Halloween decor. Okay, and then September through December catalog is now in my hands. So if you've ordered $50 or more in the last year with me and would like one, by all means let me know. If not, I will have some to be able to sell, and I think they're like $5 or less. So I can, well, probably $5 because they'll be shipping in that with it. So let me know if you want some. I'm sorry I can't show you the inside of the catalogs per our policy until it goes live September 1st. But you will see some things from me probably before the end of the month. I'm in a swap, and I should be able to pick the swap cards up on the 22nd. Excuse me, 22nd of August. I will give you a little sneak peek at some cards that I made with this. Let me just grab them here. Let's see. Some cards that I made with a kit or a bundle called Frosted Pine Cones. Those are the dies, and that's the stamp set, and there's masks that go with it. So let me just, I was working on my swaps last night, and I did some alternates with my swaps. So here's one of them, and I'm not sure you can see it in the plastic. Might be able to get a little glitter there, but on top of the pine cone on the edges, I used our shimmer paste. So that was that one. Let's see. Here's another where I did some gold oh, let me just take it out of there so it's not shining on there for you. Here we go. There you can see the gold embossing, and then you can see the shimmery paste on there. So that was another one I did. Let's see. I think this one is the same. Oh, this one's a little bit different because I didn't do the gold embossing. I just did straight up shimmery paste on there. Not sure if you can see that. And then did a little saying on the inside there. So that's just a little sneak peek at some of the alternates I've been playing with from my swaps I'm going to do. And I will share with you more of the other ones once I am able to do a little bit of alternates to it. Okay, so that is it. Let's see. I'm going to be moving along rather quickly today because I think we may go test drive a car for my grandson over in Forest Lake. We took a trip out there, and I knew I should have called him early, and I didn't. But we got there, and he went to go get the car for me to test drive, me and my husband, I should say. And it was up getting, they do service before they sell them, so it was up getting oil change and all that stuff, so we couldn't test drive it. But it sounds like it might be available to test drive around 5 o'clock tonight. So we will try and do that. Okay, I'm just going to bring these guys out because this was my Lakeside Retreat April Paper Pumpkin. And if you remember, I had showed this in one of my others. I did some alternates of these cards. So these were the 3 that come with the kit, but these are my alternates. So I just thought I'd give you another quick little sneak peek at them because I'm going to be using some of this kit to make one of the cards. So again, these are just my alternates from my, or was this one of the originals? Nope, this was an alternate too. And we will be using the Waterside. Where is it here? Let me pull this out. It is the Waterside Retreat Designer Series paper. So with this, it's, if you recall, and I believe you can, I think you can still get it without any trouble. There's a lot of nautical, some bikes, seagulls. There's some plaid patterns. There's bobbers and I want to say lifesavers. Can't remember what they call them. I'm calling it a lifesaver anyhow. Life jackets and canoe paddles. And then they did have a sheet, and I cut mine all apart. It was like a laid out sheet with little pieces in there so that you could, and one of the cards you'll see, I did a sample with this. But here's like a little, little ice cream shop, a dock, some scenery. So you got 2 of these sheets, and I just cut them all apart to use to make on some of my cards, and then I just kept them in a little little saran envelope, clear envelope there. So here's another one, because like I said, it's 2 sheets, so you pretty much got 2 of each one. And you can see some are gone because I've used them for other things. But you will see me using one of the sheets that was in here, and I don't even have a full sheet of it left because I used it for my cards. And if you're in my demo group, I'm sharing the card that, thank you, Chris. I'm sharing the card that I made with my demo group at the end of last month. So here's how the card folds. So it's like this. It's a step card, and this is what it looks like. And this was one of the papers that was in there that I trimmed up, but I did not add, you'll see in some of the samples, there was designer series paper added here, but I was able to make more cards without having to do that and use that paper. So you don't really even see it in here. So I didn't think it'd be that big a deal. And then the stamp set that I used was Relaxing Waterside. And here's the dies that go with it. So you'll see some of these dies used in this card. All right, so there's one of the samples. Oh, and you write on the back of this one. So there's one of the samples. And then this is another one, very much like the one you just seen. The only thing is I moved my chair to a different spot, added a little bit of different stuff here. Now these pebbles, the gray ones, were in some pebbles that we had a while back. And I don't believe they're available anymore, but there was some brown pebbles. Oh, here we go. Here's the ones. These were from January, June mini from 22. So I had them, I used them, but we got these brown ones actually in the paper pumpkin kit. So you'll see sometimes I use some of them on there. I'll probably use some of them on my card today. And then again, there's our back for a saying, and this does fold flat into a regular size envelope. So there's that one. And then this is the other one that if you remember seeing that little piece in those cutouts, that's what that was from. This is the back of the designer series paper in that pack. And then I just used Misty Moonlight for stamping my chair instead of this one. I think it was this one. I know is Pecan Pie. And I'm not sure what color that one is. Maybe it's my crumb cake. Or maybe it is pecan pie and that one. Well, they look a little bit different. And I didn't leave my slips on there. So anyhow, this is the type of card we're going to make today. And we're going to make one like this. And then I'm going to show you the alternate that we're going to make from the paper pumpkin kit. And I'm going to put this here and leave it for just a little bit because this is the directions. This was my, and this one, if you remember, was in those cutouts, and this is the back of one of the papers. This was inspired to me by Frankly Stamping, and I just had to recreate these because I had the product and I love the card. So, if you look your card base, let me just grab one. So here's my card base. This is 4 1/4 by 8, and it's scored at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5 1/4, and 6 3/4. And then you just fold them up like this. So it folds in just like that. That's going to be our base. And then the strip that we have, I'm going to lose these pieces. I'm going to let me grab my envelope for the one that I'm actually working on and give you that, since I know the pieces will be right here. Okay, so here's our card base. I'll fold that up when we get ready. There's a strip of basic white, and this is this panel that goes right behind this piece. So this is 5 1/2 by 1 1/4 inches. And then a colored piece on top of the bridge, I called it a step fold, it's a bridge fold, sorry about that, is a 5 1/4 by 1 inch piece. And then this one I did put through my Forever Plaid embossing folder. I just wanted a little texture to that. So that's what I use there. And then let me grab all my other pieces out of here. Okay. So this is my designer series piece that goes inside here. And that one is, let me move this over. Sorry guys, I'm all thumbs all of a sudden here. Okay, this one is 4 inches by 3 inches. And that's going to go in the middle of the back. And then we have 2 strips that are going to go one on each side. And when you do this, you want to make sure that your scenery lines up. So you lay this will be my right piece and this will be my left piece. And these two are 1 1/8 by, and these are strips cut out of that one scenery, 1 1/8 by 4 inches. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yep, 1 1/8 by 4 inches. Okay, then you will also need a piece of, for the back, 2 7/8 by 4 1/8 for the message. Now, I did have a little strip of leftover piece here out of, so this was my scenery piece that you cut apart in that card in my screen. Here we go. So this is my scenery piece. I think this piece must go over here. Yep. So this was a leftover after I cut those 3 pieces out. And this I'm going to put on my back of my, it's going to be my white piece for my saying. So we'll just have a little bit of a look to go with that piece too, instead of being plain white. So let's go ahead and assemble. Take a screenshot if you want of these dimensions, or you can always come back and watch my video. Remember, it's on Facebook. It's only posted for 30 days, but I do transfer these over to my blog. I don't know if, I think you guys can see that, to my blog link and to my YouTube. So you will be able to find them in both those places also. Okay, so let's get started. Let me just set that aside. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this up, or fold it in and fold this over. And we're going to want to burnish that. So let me just get my bone folder out. And we're going to burnish both sides here. Then we're going to do the same thing here. Fold in and fold back. There we go. Let's get the back side of that. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to adhere the scenery piece in the back. So let's just go ahead and use some tape runner and put that in there. I'm going to bring it down to me just a bit. I think I'm still in the screen okay. And we just want to center that. Okay. Then it doesn't go here and here. It's going to go here and here. And remember, we want to keep the line up ones, because when you close this one, when you have that bridge piece on there, it's going to hold it like this. So it's going to look like it kind of just follows through on there. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to revert back a little bit to what I did before. I'm going to give kits for, I have 3 of these cards, so they're going to be kits that I'll give away next week. So you'll probably want to follow, hi Lynn, you're probably going to want to take and follow the video in the future, although this is very easy card. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yep, we got them lined up there and down there. So very easy card for you to make. Lynn can attest to that because she was at the demo meeting the last time and she was able to make one of these. And they really are a super easy card to make. Since this is such a small strip, I'm going to go ahead and use glue on here. And then I can wiggle that around a little bit if needed. Okay. And I'm just going to keep it off to the left side. And I think I got to come down just a touch. Yep, there's a little space top and bottom. Okay. And then this is going to go in the back middle panel. And I can just adhere that right down. Now you can decorate the front of this card any way you would like to decorate it. So I actually have a bunch of little pieces that I've stamped and die cut out already to for these cards from, if you remember, from the Relaxing Waterside set. So from these dies. And we can just start decorating. Now, I did put a seagull on the back of mine, if I can pick it up with my fingernails here. And I used the dark seagull on the back. I liked the light on the front, for the fact being that the picture on here, I thought the lighter gray seagull looked really nice with those colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do my gray seagull here. And then all the rest of these pieces are going to be able to go on my step. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put my step together and put it on the card so that we can decorate from there. Okay, this is my decorative piece, and you can put either side of the plaid if that's the embossing folder that you used. It doesn't matter. Whatever you like best, it's your card. And then we're just going to, take that back. We're going to go right to the edge with this. And just have your spacing up and down. Okay, there we go. Then when you put this one on, and I'm going to use glue on this so that I have a little bit of movement. We're only going to glue onto this piece and this piece. So don't glue all the way across. And that's about an inch, what did we say? Inch and, let me find out, scored, 1.25 inches. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on. You can move it down to the bottom. You can move it part way up. You're going to go all the way to the edge on it. Okay. So you can choose to move it all the way down or all the way up. It's totally up to you. Or I shouldn't say all the way up. Part way up. Okay, I just want to make sure that glue is adhering there. Then we're going to turn around and we're going to put this one on and glue that on. And I think it's holding good, so let's go ahead, put a little glue here. Okay. We'll hold that down just a little bit. And so you want to have this flat when you glue that down. If you have a little extra on the edge, go ahead and just trim it off. It's just cut just a little bit farther, or maybe you had moved yours a little bit different. Okay, I think I'm good there. Next, I want to put my chair in, and now you can put your chair wherever you want. This is going to cover up a little bit of the grass in the back. That kind of covers up the beach. I think I'll come over to the grass side there. And we're only going to, let me just show you. We're only going to glue like right in this part of the chair so we don't get glue anyplace else and not let our card function like we want it to. Okay, so let's just glue that in. And I'm just going to hold it. Actually, I'm going to lay it down and I'm just going to press it for a little bit. Okay, now we can start laying out our grass and however we want to do that. So I think I am going to, because I moved that chair over a little bit, I don't know if I really want to cover this chair up much. So I think I'm just going to put a couple cattails and then maybe that little bit. Or maybe I'll just put my seagull down there. So let's see what we want to do here. And again, you get to decorate it however you want. I know, don't you just love this card, Lynn? I just really enjoyed it. And then when I was looking at those samples that I had, I think we'll put one in, I think. Let's see, do I want to? No, I'm just going to put the seagull down here. I think I'll keep this one a little more simple. And we'll just put we'll put the seagull next to the chair. Yeah, that looks good. You could even put the seagull on the arm of the chair if you want. We know we've all seen the darn seagulls going on the arms of the chairs. They're like the king of the chair, I think. All right. And then I think, I could move this over a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll move this one over just a touch. And again, don't glue up there because you don't want it gluing up in that area. Oh yeah, I won't forget the coffee mug. Thank you. I almost pulled a book out because of you, Lynn, because I know you love to read them books. But I didn't have one stamped, and I had the coffee cup stamped. Matter of fact, I think I cut it out a little off the side there. I might trim that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, if we put that one there. And let's see, the cattails are going this direction, so let's put the cattails in there. Why not? I just want to have it where we can, I'm going to move it over just a touch because we want to be able to see, although there's no reason why I couldn't take and tuck this one in behind there a little bit. Yeah, I think I might do that. The only thing you want to do is if this is going to come over, you might have to trim it off. You'd be okay if you put the card in your envelope this way, but if you put it this way and that hangs over the side a little bit, I think that could be trouble with your envelope. So I'm going to tuck this one in a little bit more. And if it's still sticking off the side, then I probably will just trim it. Or maybe I'll leave it, and when I put it in the envelope to mail, if I need to trim, then I can trim them. That's not a bad idea. Okay, I'm going to slide it over. Yeah, there's a little bit there. All right, this bugs me, so I have got to fussy cut this cup off of there. That excess piece. I don't know. Might not bother some of you guys, but it bugs me, so I'm just going to get it off of there. Cut it a little bit closer. Okay, let's put our coffee mug on the chair of the arm. And I just put glue right on the little bottom part there. So we'll put our coffee mug on here. All right, now I could, if I wanted, since this is a little extra piece, I think I'm going to add this to the back. And I might, excuse me, I think I'll glue these guys down too, just so they don't get caught on anything. There we go. Okay, now let me just pull out some of these little pebbles that were in the paper pumpkin. If I can find them. I just lost them in my tote here. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Okay, I'm going to add some of these little pebbles, I think, just to finish off this bottom just a little bit. So, let's see. We'll put one there. And maybe we'll put one off on this side. And maybe one down at the bottom down here. Okay, so there is our card. I did not put any sentiments on here, so you can use it however you want. I will most likely give, you know, we do need to trim that off. I'm going to do it right now because I know it's going to have to come off. So let me just snip that. There we go. So I probably will give this card away along with, I believe I have, let's see. Yep, 1, 2, 3 kits. Hopefully those won't be too bad for mailing. I might have to figure out another route, or hopefully people can pick them up. Okay, so there is that one. And let's see, we do need a little Stella in here, don't we? And I think just a little sparkle in the cloud, a couple little streaks in the water will work. A little sparkle in the cloud. Our seagull might need a little sparkle too. And a little bit over here. Maybe a little down in there. All right. So there we go. Fast, easy card. Oh, hi, Beth. Thank you very much. Okay, so that again is done with our Waterside Retreat paper. Our Relaxing Waterside dies. I see I have to pull this guy out of there because you might want to see some of the sayings. I usually tuck them in here, but they usually go in the middle between those two guys. And I got a little something there. So let's see, this has got today's your day, happy Father's Day, here's to a new chapter. That's where our little book comes in, super cute. Have a great day. Here's our grasses, our seagull. They say happy Father's Day, Dad, and of course our chair. And I seen somebody, I can't remember who told me this, maybe it was at our demo meeting. Somebody told me that somebody took this chair. Oh, I know, it was at one of my stamp camps. Somebody took this chair and cut it out of the Countryside Wood Designer Series paper, which is on sale. Of course, it's currently not available, but I think that might be one that's due in this week. And the chair had the great wood look to it, and they had different colors of it. So that would be a lot of fun. So there we go. Oh, some people are asking what these are. These go on the chairs as part of an armrest. So just so you know, you can put this back on this chair. You can put this back on that chair. There's your book die cut out, your coffee cup, etc. Okay, so let's, oh, and I used the Forever Plaid embossing folder. Okay, so let me go back to the other card that I wanted to make since I still had extra of my April paper pumpkin. So let's just let me clean up this little area so I can get in here easy. I'm going to go ahead and make this card. Now, I don't have these little pearl guys handy right here like I was thinking I did, so I may have to reach back over there and grab some little pearls, which I can do that. Matter of fact, let me just do that right now while you're looking at that super cute card. All right, let me find some pearls here. Oh, these guys will work good. And I need some twine. Okay. All right. I think these pearls, will work really good. Either these ones or the Secret Sea colored ones. We'll see. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. And again, if you want to screenshot that, you can. Otherwise, you can come back and look at it and do your screenshot. So here are my parts for this card. And these parts here all came, not these. This is from the Waterside paper. Just basic white paper, front and back. Here's our, what did we say? It was 8 inches by 4 inches, scored at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 5 1/2, and 6 3/4. Excuse me. And then just fold it up like that. So we're going to make one more quick card. This was our 5 1/2 inches by 1 1/4 inches. This was 5 1/2 inches by 1 inch, and embossed with my plaid embossing folder. Now let me grab this little guy. So here's the April paper pumpkin, and like I said, I have to apologize. I did not get a chance to look and see if there's any refill kits available for this. I just happened to see it on my printout and thought, I got it. I'm just going to make this for Make a Card Monday. And Karen's here. Hi, Karen. She's been tying up tomato plants. Oh, my goodness. I wish I would have to tie mine up. My tomato plants are just bad this year. They're just so sparse, and I think it's the soil that I put in my raised bed gardens. Won't use that again. Anyhow, thank you, Chris. They do make great cards for guys. All right, so this scenery piece right here is this piece, and that is going to go on, actually going to go on this piece, and I'm hoping I got it cut right. Yep, should be okay. That's going to go on the inside of my card. So again, let's just pull this out. So that's your scenery for the inside. Now these pieces, I have all 4 of them. They came from the envelopes I cut up from that April paper pumpkin kit. So that's what I'm going to be using to create this card. So let's quickly get this one made. All right, so again, when you do this, you fold it in half and flip that back, and then you burnish, okay? Fold it in, flip it back, and burnish. So, Karen, you get to see the second one made here, so you'll kind of get the gist of it. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this piece in first, and honestly, I think I can pop this piece up, which will give it a little bit more dimension. So, why not? Let's do it. Might thicken your card up a little bit when mailing it, but, you know, we've used dimensions before and it happens. So let me just pop some leftover pieces from my dimensions. I never throw these pieces away. I always use them because you can. And let me just get a couple on the other side here. Let's see, here we go. I got one that fell off. So let's use that guy. And another one. I think I'm going to put one over here too. Not that I always use this much dimensionals, but you know, I'm going to do it today because I can. Okay, so let me pull these guys off. Oh, you know what? Before I get too far, I want to go ahead and tape this down, and then I can lay that other piece right on top. I think it's going to be easier than trying to lay it on and then come back and do it. So again, we're just going to try and center this to that middle. Let's get these guys off of here. I have to do a little shout out to Beth. She did a demonstration, I guess, at the leadership meeting. I was not able to go, but I know she always does amazing demonstrations, and she makes tons of varieties. Now, this is going to go up a little bit higher. Let's see where she put it in that picture. Where did that piece of paper go? Huh. I swear. Here it is. Yeah, she went up with it too because our bridge piece is going to come across there. But she makes some amazing samples and ideas with the stuff that she creates. And Bev, I can't remember which set you used. I don't know if you used that Daisy one, but if you want to put that on here as a comment, that would be awesome. Okay, now I did go ahead and kind of label these, so make sure when you do them, you keep them in order so that they line up. So like this one's going to go here, this one's going here, this one's coming over here, and this one goes here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue them down. I'll just start right over here on my left. And again, I'm going to use my glue so I have a little bit of wiggle room. But yeah, Beth, oh, she just does amazing projects. And again, just try and center top to bottom, side to side. Then we'll pop the next one in here. Ooh, you know what I just thought of? I hope this isn't going to be an issue. I didn't even think about it, but popping that up, I wonder when you close this card if that edge is going to get in the way. We'll find out. All right. There we go. And let's see now to this one. But this is just kind of a fun fold that's easy. You guys know me. I love scenery. I think if I had an opportunity to live on a lake, I think I would probably look at doing it. I know it's a lot of work on a lake, especially if you have to keep up your lake shore and all that type of stuff. But I think I could easily fall asleep to, oh yeah, we're good. I think I could easily fall asleep to waves crashing on the shore. I just feel like I could do that. Although if it's Lake Superior and the nor'easter coming in and that I might not like too much. But sunrises, sunsets on a lake I think would be amazing. Okay, we're just going to stick this piece to the far edge, if you recall, and try and center top to bottom. There we go. And if you have any extra piece off the edge here, if you have anything there, you can just trim that right off. And then if you recall, we're going to go ahead and we're going to adhere it right to the edge here. Then we'll pull this one in and lay it down. And again, we could go all the way to the bottom here, but I think I'm going to move it up just a little bit. And I'm using glue so that it adheres good. And you're only going to want to go in about 1 inch because you don't want it to glue to this piece. So I am going to just turn this over so I can see what I'm doing, get it up to that edge. Then I just want to hold it there for just a minute and get that glue to adhere. While I'm doing that, I may as well grab a little swallow of some Mountain Dew. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and add glue to this side. Same thing, about 1 inch. And then we're going to lay this piece out and we're going to come right over the top of that. And I just want to have about the same spacing. Hopefully I'm in the film. Have about the same spacing here. Get that chance to adhere really good. I just thought about something here. Yeah, I have some, there we go. And again, if you have excess over here, trim that off. Yep, I think we'll be good. Okay, now in this card, oh, yeah, we'll finish the front. In this card, on her sample, she had 2 oars, and this was from the Designer Series paper. So we're going to put the oars on there. And then this was right by these oars, so I didn't have to go in and cut a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put this life jacket on there. Or you know what? I might even put the life jacket on that side. Let's alternate it to do that. Oh, I see. We had a saying over there. I'll have to stamp a saying. Let me do the saying first. Now, in the paper pumpkin kit, we have you're an inspiration. It's hard to read these. Older, wiser, better. You're a lifesaver. Thanks. Happy birthday. Oh, we could do a happy birthday because we always can use birthday cards. Again, happy Father's Day. Dad, son. I think we'll do a happy birthday. So let me grab a little scrap piece of some white paper here. Must have thought I needed 10 pieces of scrap paper because I just dropped a bunch on the floor. Okay, here we go. Will this fit on here? Yep, that'll fit on there. And I brought over Misty Moonlight, because that will go with my paper. So let's stamp, get in the film here. Let's stamp happy birthday. Oh, that's a nice blob. Luckily, I shouldn't have it on my saying here. Hold it for a minute. There we go. Let me clean up my little mess before I get it elsewhere. Okay, and close up my stamp. Oh, look at my stamp pad is wanting to come unglued or something there. Might have to address that. I didn't see that before. All right, let's set that aside. Let's go ahead and I trim this. I could put that right in the middle, but I'm gonna have to fussy cut it because it's 1 inch wide on this strip, and we don't want that. We want it to be able to see the blue around it. Oh, let me cut this piece off. Make it a little easier for myself. So what are you guys doing today? It's just an amazingly beautiful day out here in Minnesota today. I always, I say, Kelly was stamping in the She Barn, but I never say, and sometimes I even forget to say that. But I'm in Oak Grove, Minnesota. I think most of you know that. However, some of you may not. I may have some new people watching, which is kind of a suburb of Anoka. A lot of people know Anoka. Andover is just south of me. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure I like that point. I'm going to round this off just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we can put happy birthday there. We can put our oars here. We can put our life jacket in here. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to put a little twine behind that, but before I do all this, I want to put my back on, and one of the things that was in this paper pumpkin are some little seagulls. So I think I'm just going to stamp some seagulls here, in the smoky slate. So let's just go. Oh, that was another big blurb I got. A little heavy-handed today. That seagull almost looked like it's flying upside down, but it's not. Oh, and I got a little ink there. Whew! We better turn around and clean this off and use the back side. All right, let's do that a little lighter touch, Kelly. There we go. All right. We're going to see them seagulls through there? No, I think we'll be okay. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere this down on the back, middle section. And again, just center that. Oops, I need to come down a little bit. Let me get under that paper. Try that again. There we go. Okay, then let's go back to this. So I think I'm going to pop up Happy Birthday. I'll put just a couple little mini dimensionals on here. And there's nothing saying we couldn't turn around and, you know, put this up here if we wanted. Let's just see. Let me look at that again. Okay, could go there, but what if we stamp some? We're going to stamp some seagulls up there. I think on both sides, just to give a little more fill in. Otherwise, I just think the sky might be a little bit boring. There we go. And I'm sure we could do there, but I'm not going to. And we're going to just have these seagulls a little different angle and down just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, back to my Happy Birthday. And we're going to put that right in the middle. Okay, there we go. And I think we'll, oh, I was going to put some twine behind there. Okay, let me show you how you take care of that. If you've pushed these down, I go in and I just cut them off. And then you can roll them off with your finger. And I do the same thing on the back of here. And then we can put 2 new ones on there. All right, now let me put that twine in here before. Oh, that little dimensional sticking to my finger. Let me put some twine in here before we put that on, because I think it will add to it. And I am just going to kind of make a big bow. And then I'm just going to pull these down. And come across here. Oh, I think I gotta go a little bit smaller with that bow. Yep. Okay. And then we can go ahead and cut these little tails off. This one I know is going to be too long. So let's just move that, and then let's double check it. So that's what it's going to look like. And you know what? I want my bow, I think, going the other direction. Now let's see if I can do this right. Nope, I want it to go this way. Yep, like that. Okay, let me put my dimensionals down on there. There we go. It seems kind of quiet with people on here today. I wonder if a lot of people have stuff going on. Hopefully, since I got you guys on, I'm assuming I'm being able to video easily. Okay, let's put this on here. There we go. Okay, now our life jacket can come in here. And I think I'll leave that flat. And we can go ahead and get it glued to both pieces there. And then we're going to do our oars. Oh, look at that. I covered up that seagull. Well, that's how it's going to be. We're going to go right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive right in here. And I think I'm going to put some up on that oar just so it stays in place, covering up that one seagull. There we go. Okay, then we want to put those pearls on here. There we are. All right. So far, so good. And then, oh, and these are Moody Palette Glossy Dots. Thank you, Chris. Hey, Caroline's here. Okay, let's see. We could put them on there. These will stand out more. What do I want to do? I think I want a little shine to it, but I don't want a lot, so I'm going to go with the lighter ones. I don't want to take away too much. Oh, you know what we can do? Since we've got the seagulls there, we could use these down here. Uh-oh. Did I tear up that little piece? I did, but I think we'll be okay. I still think it looks like the sky. There we go. Let's put another little one down here. And then maybe one up over here. And we'll keep that a little guy. Yeah, I like it. What do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty good for a last minute impromptu. I'm liking it. I don't think we need any of the little pellet rocks on here because it just wouldn't go with it. And we have our seagulls on the back, so I think we're good. So we'll probably give this one away next week too. All right. Let me clean off my seagulls, clean up my area, and whilst we're at it, let's just put these little cards out here so you have a little something. I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. Here we go. All right, give you a little something to look at. 3 different little designs whilst we are waiting for me to clean up. I think you can see all those on the screen. All right. Then we'll get to our drawing. How are we doing time-wise today? Ooh, we're not doing too bad. Hopefully that car dealership in Forest Lake gave us a call so we can go check out that car for my grandson. Put my stamps away before I lose my stamps. All right, put these guys in my totes. Oh, we didn't wink a Stella that little guy. We'll wink a Stella some of these. This little guy over here. This little guy here. Maybe we'll put a little twinkle on the trees. A little bit in the clouds. All right. Okay. So there we go. That was our projects for this week. Let me put them aside. One more quick little shot. Hi, Bobby. Glad you made it. Again, my inspiration was from Frankly Stamping, and these were her projects, but I just had to make that other one since I knew I had those paper pumpkin kits. I have 2 kits from Paper Pumpkin for April that I haven't even used yet, but I will be using them because I just love that. All right, last week's cards. Let's just put you a little sneak peek out here on what we did. This was Lynn's card from our demo meeting. Whoops. Let's see, here and here, a little bit alternates. So those were, what was that leaf set called? Where did I put that leaf set now that I think about it? I don't remember seeing it. Oh, yes. Nope, that's not it. Huh. I hate that when I lose things. It's nowhere to be found on my desk. That's bad news. Anyhow, I think it was from our September through December mini. No, oh no. Let's see. It was not, because I know I had it sitting on my desk for quite a while. Let me go in here. I want to say, was it Elegant Leaves? Moody Leaves? Let's see. Nope. Well, it has a punch with it. I know that. Anybody remember? Yeah, I hope the car's a winner too, although I was talking to him. He won't get his insurance, what is it, settlement until, most likely the end of next week. So if that is the case, they told me they would not hold that car. Okay, it's definitely not in that mini catalog. They told me they would not hold the car for more than 1 day because they've had so much people looking at it. It's a Infinity. Yeah, Infinity. So I don't know. I hope they'll come up with something. Goodness, I can't even find where this stamp set is. I know I've got a leaf sitting here, but... Well, guys, sorry, I can't remember the name of it, and I don't think... Oh, I did too put the name on the back. Not on this one. I just put what I used on it. Lynn, do you remember what it was called? Oh, I got it. Simply Leaves bundle. Simply Leaves. Okay, so our giveaway cards are, let's see what we got here. We've got this one. We have this one. And we have this one. Okay. So, oh yeah, I wanted to keep a vanilla envelope with that vanilla card. I think we need to give away one more. So let's see, we have one like this, one like this, one like that. Let's give away my torn one. Okay, let's give away this one also. So we've got 4 cards to give away because I like to be able to give away a few cards. All right, so let's go ahead and do our drawing. Now, I did change up the drawing slips here. We have Leanna, Beth, Corey, Barb, Bobby, Virginia, Karen, Lynn, Chris, Julie, Sylvia, Lisa, Caroline, and Laura. So, oh, you know what? I'm going to fold these in half one more time because, not that I would pick it because I can see the name, but I just think it's much fairer because I do close my eyes when I grab one of these guys. I know you can't see me off the screen, but I know you trust me and believe me. So let's see, let's fold these guys over. My other ones were getting pretty tough, so I threw them away and started a new bunch this week. We have purple ones this week. All right, we're getting close. I think I have 2. Nope, I've got 3 left to fold over. And my grandkids got a 9:15 game tonight. I'm not sure I'm going to make it to that game, but you never know. Might be at a car dealer till 9:15. Who knows? All right, here we go. Let's just start right with this one. Let's give this thanks card away. All right, eyes are closed. I got one. Okay. Our winner is, our winner is Corey. I didn't see Corey today, but I am going to go ahead and write his name on here. I'm sure my grandkids will see him at ball one of these days. Or, Corey, if you see this, here, you won't need that. But if you see this message, you can always send me your address so I can mail it to you also. All right, let's give this one away, and we'll see who wins it. I may just leave that on there because some of you guys have these items. Okay, got my eyes closed. Some of you guys have these items and may want to use this. Okay. Look who wins this one. Virginia. Oh, remember Virginia said I get to give her card away if I drew her name. So we're going to draw another name. All right, here we go. Leanna. Leanna wins this one. I will see Leanna on the 22nd. So, Leanna, if you want it mailed out ahead of time, you can let me know. Otherwise, I will leave it for our card club meeting on the 22nd. So, let me tuck that little guy right in there. So, that's Leanna's. Let's give away this one now. And our winner is... let's see... Karen, congratulations, Karen, Leanna, Corey so far. Karen, I will put this in with our card club ones. Oh, unless we remember next Tuesday when we see each other, I can try and remember to give it to you then. So either you can remind me or I'll have it in with card club cards. Okay. So there's, we could just leave these for on the screen. And then our last giveaway, thinking of you often. All right. I think we got one. Yep. Our winner is Chris Conroy. Haven't seen Chris on here yet, but she'll probably be catching it later. Okay, so Chris, this one is yours. And I did talk with Sylvia this week. She was talking about the September stamp camp, which I have not made the cards yet for, but we will be making them. But I did get, I did get 10. No, I got 9 of the not paper pumpkins. Kits. The road, let me grab the thing. The Road to Christmas. Road to Christmas kit. This is going to be my September stamp camp. We will make one of each card, and then we'll make some alternates of those cards. There'll be alternates different than I did last year, but I will have whatever alternates I have left of those cards. I will have those available for you guys to see at Stamp Camp. I have not got the date yet, but I will get that out as soon as I am able to do that. I just have two more cards I have to make before I can get to that stamp camp because I have card club and such coming. So there's our cards. Congratulations, everyone. I hope you have a very blessed rest of your day. Say a little prayer. If this is the car that God wants my grandson to have, that it will work out. And if it's not, give him some patience to wait until we find the right car for him. And it'll work out. Something will work out. Whichever one is that God wants us to have for him will happen. So God bless your guys' week. Thank you for coming and watching again. I really appreciate you guys, your support, your help, your kind words, and we'll see you next week. Love ya. Bye.